Hello, this is the Walt 200 with my review of Dororo so far. Now, it has about 12 or 13 episodes so far, and it's actually pretty damn good. And I think this is a pretty rated anime, and this is the 2019 version because this is, as far as I could tell, one of the first shonens ever made, if not the very first shonen ever made. And they redid it for 2019, and it's really good. And it's about this guy who has blades for arms, because why not? And in his adventures, it's not actually about him. It's about Dororo, who's actually the kid that's following the bladed arm guy. Now I know his name, but if I try to pronounce it, I'd slaughter it. So I'll just call him the bladed arm guy, because it's way easier for me. Now I did have a few problems with the anime, but overall I think it's really good, and I wish more people would cover this. And the really problems I had is I think the pacing was kind of really bad, even though they had a really good storyline. They do these flashbacks for they do a lot of exposition. I don't know, a couple episodes were just nothing, pretty much about exposition and displaying each of these characters. And at first I didn't think some of these side characters really had anything to do with the main storyline or the guy with the blades. But near about 12 or 13th episode, it all comes together, and it actually shows you these side characters that they show are actually really important to the storyline later on. I think it's just like the pacing kind of threw me off, and it didn't seem like these things were really important that they were showing, but it turns out that it really was important, just way later down the line. So I think it might be just my perspective of the pacing that could have been done better, but the animation's on point, the story is really good, and they don't focus on the bladed arm guy too much or all the time, which is really great. I don't like when it's everything revolves around this person. So they get that right. A lot of the side characters are pretty well fleshed out. I think they could do a little bit better with the side characters, but so far they're doing a good enough job to warrant them covering them. So overall, I think this is a pretty mature anime too. There's this one part where not Dororo, but the bladed guy just goes fucking crazy and starts chopping off people's limbs and heads and shit. It was crazy. It caught me off guard a little bit. But overall, I think this is a really damn good anime, and I wish more people would cover this thing, because it's really, really good. And unless they fuck it up, I think this is going to be one of my top 3 animes of 2019. I know there's a lot of 2019 to go, but unless they truly fuck this up somehow, which I really don't see how they would do it, it's going to be in my top 3. And if I would give it a rating right now, it'd be like an 8 out of 10. The only reason I give it an 8, because I really didn't like the pacing, even though it does culminate, it comes together. I can't fucking talk today. I'm a little sick. Sorry about that. But it all comes together in the end. It seems like it's kind of useless at first, but you'll see the importance of why they're showing all this stuff later on in the anime. So you just got to be a little bit more patient with that. And if you stick around, I think you'll really enjoy this anime. So that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you for listening. Comment, subscribe.